Before we start, let me tell you this. I've set up 3 to 4 different aquariums till now. Different sizes, different setups, guppy tanks, shrimp tanks, planted tanks. And every single time I started a new tank, I faced this exact same problem. The stink. Going through multiple tanks is what made me truly understand why this happens, what mistakes cause it, and how easy it actually is to fix once you know what's going on. Now let me ask you this. Does walking into your room feel like walking into a swamp? You know that moment when you lean toward your aquarium and instantly pull your head back because something smells wrong? Rotten eggs, old wet socks, stagnant water? That smell is not normal. And no, it's not something that will magically fix itself. A healthy aquarium should smell like fresh earth, like a garden after rain. Clean, natural, almost calming. Sometimes you shouldn't smell anything at all. The moment your tank starts to stink, it's your aquarium waving a red flag at you. That smell is the #1 warning sign of something called new tank syndrome. And here's the scary part. A tank can look crystal clear and still be deadly inside. Ignore that smell, and what usually follows is cloudy water, guppies gasping near the surface, shrimp hiding non-stop, fish clamped in corners, and in many cases, livestock that doesn't survive. But the good news is this: once you understand what's happening, this problem becomes very easy to fix. Today, I'm going to explain exactly why new tanks stink, what new tank syndrome actually is, and how to permanently get rid of that smell before it wipes out your tank. Before we go deeper, quick reminder, if you enjoy informative but fun fish keeping content, make sure you subscribe to this channel. We talk about guppies, shrimp, beginner mistakes, and how to keep tanks healthy without stress. Subscribing helps the channel grow and helps more fish keepers save their fish. All right, let's continue. New tank syndrome happens because your aquarium isn't biologically ready yet. Fish eat, fish poop, leftover food breaks down, plant leaves melt, and even microscopic waste starts accumulating. All of that turns into ammonia. Ammonia is invisible. You can't see it. You usually don't notice it until it's already causing damage. In mature aquariums, beneficial bacteria instantly convert ammonia into nitrite and then into nitrate, which is much safer. That process is called the nitrogen cycle. But in a brand new tank, that cycle hasn't fully started yet. So ammonia builds up quietly, and one of the very first signs you notice is the smell. This is why beginners often say, "My tank looks clean, but something feels off." The water can look perfect and still be toxic. Ammonia doesn't just smell bad, it burns fish gills, reduces oxygen absorption, weakens immune systems, and stresses shrimp extremely fast. Even low levels over time can slowly kill livestock without obvious symptoms. Now let's talk about the biggest reason tanks start smelling in the first place. In nearly 90% of cases, it's rotting organic waste, and the most common source is overfeeding. New fish keepers love their fish. Watching guppies eat is fun, so we add a little extra food, and then a little more, and before we realize it, food is sinking everywhere. A simple rule to follow is this: if you still see food after 2 minutes, you fed too much. Remove it immediately. Another cause of tank stink is hidden decay, a plant leaf melting behind decor, a shrimp that didn't survive, a tiny snail trapped in a corner. You might never see it, but the tank will smell it. Shrimp tanks are especially sensitive because shrimp produce very little waste, so when a shrimp tank smells bad, something is usually wrong. Now let's talk about the syndrome part of new tank syndrome. Beneficial bacteria don't float freely in the water. They live on surfaces, inside your filter, on your gravel, on sponge filters, on rocks, and on glass. These bacteria are the true life support system of your aquarium. Think of your filter like the engine of your tank. In a new setup, that engine hasn't fully started yet. If you add too many guppies too quickly, waste builds up faster than bacteria can grow. The result is toxic water, stressed fish, and that undistinguishable smell. So, how do we fix it properly? Step 1 is testing your water. If ammonia is above 0, you need to act immediately.
A 20 to 30% water change lowers toxins without wiping out beneficial bacteria. Never replace all the water at once. That shocks the system and makes things worse. Encouraging. Step 2 is adding beneficial bacteria. Bottled bacteria or seeded media from an established tank helps jumpstart the nitrogen cycle and speeds up stability. At the same time, stop adding fish. Let the tank catch up to the bioload you already have. Every new fish adds more ammonia. Feed lightly during this phase. Skip feeding for a day if needed. Fish can easily go without food for short periods, but ammonia cannot be ignored. If the smell is unbearable and you need immediate relief, here's the cheat code: activated carbon. Activated carbon absorbs odors and organic compounds quickly. Adding a small bag to your filter can noticeably reduce smell within hours. It's not a permanent fix, but it buys you time. Also, don't overdo this. Everything works when done in limits. For long-term success, live plants are unbeatable. Fast-growing stem plants and floating plants absorb nitrates, stabilize water chemistry, and prevent waste buildup. Shrimp love grazing on them. Guppies feel safer, and planted tanks almost never smell bad when healthy. Gentle warning: one mistake beginners make is over-cleaning. Scrubbing decorations, washing filter media under tap water, or replacing gravel kills beneficial bacteria. Clean gently. Preserve bacteria. A slightly dirty but biologically active tank is far healthier than a sterile one. New tank syndrome isn't failure, it's part of the learning curve. Every successful fish keeper has gone through this phase, even if they don't talk about it. Patience, observation, and understanding always win in this hobby. If this video helped you, make sure you like it so more fish keepers can find it. And before you leave, you need to watch my next video. In that video, I explained the one mistake almost every fish keeper makes, even experienced ones, and it's the silent reason so many tanks fail without anyone realizing why. Click that video now, protect your fish, and I'll see you there.